Hello students, let's learn with Lit Maths. Welcome to my class Lit Maths. We are learning linear equations in one variable. This is part 2. In part 1, already we have learnt what is linear equation, what are variables, what are constants, what are expressions, and which equations we can say that linear equations. So in this period we are going to learn methods of solving equations in one variable. Already we have learnt equations in one variable, that means only in that equation only one variable should be present. So what are the methods we have to use to solve the equation? Solving equation. So what do you mean by solving equation? Solving equation means finding the solution. So what do you mean by solution? Solution means the value of that variable for which the equation is true, or for which the both parts LHS and RHS are equal. That value is called the solution or the root of that equation. Now let us try by trial and error method. I have used one fine example for you. Suppose you want to pluck one fruit from a tree and you are jumping to get it. If you are not getting in the first jump, what you are doing? You are taking more effort and you are jumping once again. In second jump also, if you are not getting, what you are doing? You are taking the third jump and with little more effort. So this is one example of trial and error method. So let us take one example. In this trial and error method, suppose we have taken one example 2n plus 5, that is equal to 11. That means the value of n we have to use, and we have to check that whether that value is true for that equation or not. So let us take first the value of n be 1. If we are taking the value of n is 1, then what should be the equation? The LHS part and RHS part, are they equal? No, these two parts are not equal when we are taking n equal to 1. So n is not equal to 1. That means 1 is not the solution of this equation. Now let us take n equal to 2. When we are taking n equal to 2, what we are getting? We are getting also the unequal parts. Now let us take n equal to 3. When we are taking n equal to 3, then we are getting both sides equal. LHS and RHS now both becomes equal. That means this is the solution of that equation. That means we got the solution by trial and error method. So we are jumping till until we are getting the value, until we are getting the fruit. Just we are jumping just like that until we are getting the solution. We have to try. So this is trial and error method. Now another method is balancing method. So what is balancing method? Balancing method means, just take one example of a balance. In balance, both pens are separated by the balancing beam, that is the sign of equality. As we have learnt that an equation is the statement where both LHS and RHS or both the expressions are separated by the sign of equality. Here in this equation, x minus 2 is equal to 4. So x minus 2 and 4 we have kept in either side of the pen, and these both are now in balanced. Now if we are adding something in LHS part or RHS part, that what will happen? It will imbalance. Now when x minus 2, we are adding 2 in this expression, it becomes heavier, just like this balance. So what we have to do? We have to add both the parts 2, or we can subtract or add or multiply or divide. Whatever we are doing, both part it must be done. This is called balancing method. Let us take one example of balancing method. How we are solving this? Suppose 3n plus 9 equal to 15. So in balancing method, what we have to do? What we have to add here to get the solution? And solution means here the value of n. Here n is the variable, and when we are finding the value of n, only we have to keep 3n part in LHS, and rest of those parts of constant term we have to remove. And how to remove this? 9 is the totally constant term. Now 9 how to remove? If we are adding here negative 9 or we are subtracting 9 from LHS part, then 9 will be removed. So only in one part we cannot subtract. So we must have to subtract 9 from both the sides. So 9 is subtracted from LHS also and RHS also. Now what we are getting? 3n equal to 6. Now 3n equal to 6. Here 3 is constant part and n is the variable part. Only we want to keep variable in LHS part. So now we have to remove 3. How to remove 3? If 3 is multiplied by n. Now if we are dividing 3, then we can remove 3. Now 3n by 3, that is equal to 6 by 3. Already I have explained you that whenever we are doing any operation, that must be done by both sides. So both sides are divided by 3, and now we are getting n equal to 2. 6 divided by 3 equal to 2. So 2 is the solution of this equation. Now let us take another method, that is called transposing method. And in this transposing method, this is the another method of solving equation where we can transpose or we can shift any term from LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS. This is called transposing method. Transposing means shifting of term. Now, what is the rule of transposition? The rules of transposition is any term from one side of an equation can be transposed or shifted to another side. Already I have explained. Now, whenever we are changing its side from LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS, if there is a negative term, when we are transposing to RHS, it becomes positive. And when there is a positive term in LHS, when we are transposing it to RHS, it becomes negative, simply. Now let us take one example. Suppose 7a plus 6 equal to 34. So already I have explained you that in LHS part you have to keep only the variable and rest of those part you have to remove. So 6 is the totally constant term, totally constant part. So 6 we have to transpose to RHS. Now when 6 is transposed, 6 is a positive term. When we are transposing it to RHS, it becomes negative. Now 7 equal to 28 we are getting. Now when 7 equal to 28, that means 7 is unwanted here because 7 is a totally constant part. But we need only variable part in LHS. So 7 how to remove? If we are dividing 7 from LHS and also the RHS, then we are getting only variable. Now A equal to 4. 7A divided by 7 and 28 divided by 7. 7 is divided by both parts, both LHS and RHS. Now A is the 4, that means the value of A is 4. Now solving equation having variable in both sides. If both sides variables are present, just like one example I have taken, 2a minus 3 equal to a plus 2. Here 2a is also variable and a is also variable. So what we have to do? Here we have to bring together both the variable parts. Which are the variable terms? 2a and a. Now -3 is the totally constant part. So this constant part we have to transpose to RHS, because in LHS part we need only variables. Now 3 is the -3 is the 3 is the negative term. When we are transposing, it becomes positive 3. Now 2a equal to a plus 2 plus 3. Now a we have to transpose to LHS, because in RHS part we want only constant and in LHS part we want only variables. Now 2a minus a, this a is when a is the, here a is the positive term. When we are transposing to RHS, it becomes negative a. Now 2a minus a equal to 5. 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Now 2a minus a equal to only a, that is equal to 5. So a equal to 5. When we are getting a equal to 5, that means 5 is the solution of this equation. Let us verify whether our solution is true or not. Let us check. In LHS part, when we are getting the value of a is 5, in place of a we can use the value 5. So 2 into 5 minus 3, that is equal to 10 minus 3 equal to 7, and RHS part is 5 plus 2, that is a plus 2, and that is equal to 7. Now reducing an equation to simpler form. Suppose there is one equation 5 minus 3 in bracket 5n plus 2, that is equal to 14. This is not simpler form. Now we have to convert it into simpler form, because there is one bracket. To find the simpler form, what we have to do? This bracket we have to open first. So how to open? By using the distributive property. 3 is multiplied each term inside the bracket. So 3 is multiplied by 5n also, and 3 is multiplied by 2 also. So in LHS part, what we are getting? 5 into 3 into 5, 3 5s are 15n, minus 3 into 6, negative 3 into 2, that is equal to negative 6, equal to 14. So in next step, what we are getting? 15n and 5 minus 6, that is equal to negative 1, equal to 14. In next step, that the minus 1 or negative 1 we have to transpose to RHS, because here we want only variable. Now next step, negative 15 and negative 15 is constant part. So we need to remove negative 15. Now negative 15 how to remove? When we are dividing negative 15 from both the sides, then we are getting only variable. Now negative 15 divided by n, negative 15 n divided by negative 15 equal to 15 divided by negative 15, that is equal to 1, negative 1. So this is the value of that variable, and this is the solution of this equation, and the solution of this equation is negative 1. So this is all about your solving equation. Thanks for watching.